Good evening, everyone. Happy
Good
to have us
evening.
here. Sorry, the link reached
Good
some people
evening.
very late, so that's why I delayed. Some people got the link very late, so that's why I said let's give them some little time to join us.
Exactly.
Mm.
It's okay.
Okay, I think we can start by let's just get a little recap of what we've done so far. So we'll leave the class open so that we can all bring feedbacks from the last 3 days. We have been in the WhatsApp class for these 3 days. So at least let's hear from us. The admin have been doing a lot of posting and we have been doing a lot of readings. And I will appreciate if we can just share a little of what we've learned so far for those 3 days. So I don't know if there's anyone here that wants to share a little of what he or she have learned in food service and beverage management. Okay, before then, I will introduce myself. My name is Dorcas of Kuzan Global, and we have been doing this training alongside Corede FX, and I believe it has been a great learning experience for all of us. So at this time, I want someone, let's just share, because as I said earlier, it's going to be a discussion. I'm not going to be doing talking. I want us to share our experiences, the challenges we are facing, and then together we can solutions for one another. Our different contributions will help us to do better in our different establishments. And that is why we have to make this class an interactive session. So the person that will have spoken to us is the same person you have already watched from the previous recordings that I sent to us. So let me know if you know you've gone through that. If you've gone through that one, that link I sent, you have watched it, you have clicked and watched. Can I see your hand? Just raise your hand. Let me see how many people have done that. Have you even seen the link?
Oh,
The
well,
links to the recordings.
I've not been active since today, so I did not truly see the link.
Actually, I
Okay,
didn't
but
see it on time too. I saw it just when the class was about to start.
okay, that recordings,
Yes,
right?
I think
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
Maybe after today's class, I think we'll go back to the group and check it.
yes, please. It's
Yeah.
very
Probably in
important
the
that we
morning.
do back to
Yes.
because it will do us good if we go back to. Sorry, it's raining at my end. Trying to control
Yeah,
the noise.
also here it's raining too.
So, as well, may God help our network. All right, so we'll not be without wasting much of our time. I would love us to do a lot of talking, a lot of contributions from the last 3 days, what we've learned so far, and all that. If you have watched the video I sent, the recorded lecture I sent, it will have helped a lot. But there's no problem. You still have time to go through that because we deal extensively on food contamination, how to handle your food, the raw food and the cooked food, and how to ensure that your food is safe. Because one of the things you must know, handling food, handling beverages, it means the lives of people are in your hands. I don't know if you agree with me on that. So for somebody
Yeah.
to even sit comfortably
Yes.
and eat food from your restaurants, from your hand, you know that that person trusts you a lot. He trusted you with his or her life to sit down and eat food from your hand. And that is why we that are in this industry must do all our best to ensure our food is safe for consumption. You know, I asked when the class was about to start 2 days ago. So please, if you are not talking, help us mute your mic so that we can control the network will not give us trouble. All right, thank you very much for that. All right, so when I asked that question of bad experiences and all that, one person said, yeah, he has encountered a bad experience. And the experience was it that he opened I can't remember exactly what was the food, but he said, well, they had cockroaches inside. So imagine yourself that's your restaurant, and then someone ordered for food to sit down and eat, and all of a sudden the food opened, he put his spoon and his cockroach was seen. What do you think will happen to that restaurant? Just imagine that scenario and tell me what you think will happen. What will happen
Yeah,
to that restaurant?
it's a very bad experience for
Infestation.
a guest to walk
Mhm.
into a restaurant and after placing an order, the order is being served by the waiting staff, and at the cost of having the meal, you find out that there is a cockroach inside the food. It's a very bad report on the side of the restaurant, you know. But one thing I think, to me, I know I would just abandon the food, I will go. But sometimes we should also understand that it is not the fault of the chef. Maybe they might have kept something carelessly in the kitchen. That is number one. And that is why it's very, very important for we to have routine fumigation in the kitchen, routine fumigation all the time, so that we would do away with all these cockroaches and flies. Because honestly speaking, it gives a bad label to a restaurant or a hotel. Yes, I must tell you.
Okay, so sorry, my mic was muted. Okay, I said it's really, really going to be a bad experience, especially what you do not prepare. You are eating from a different person. If it's your kitchen and you are conversant with your environment, you will not really have, you will feel irritated though, but it will be very easy for you to manage. You understand? But when it is done by another person, see, that understanding is always very difficult to get. One thing I remember when we are learning on this issue of this food safety, then one of the women that came around was telling us how they stop and bought bread, and they opened the bread, they found cockroach in the middle of the bread. I was like, ah. So I was beginning to imagine at what point did this cockroach got into the bread, and what must have gone wrong. Is it that nobody was paying attention, or what will have happened? So that is why careful attention to avoid contamination and all that must be done. And that will be very, very good if you can go back to that video and watch. It will help us very well. All right, so let's now look at what we have done so far from the beginning. Yes, and nobody is giving me any contribution. What's happening? Can you all hear
Like
me?
some people, their network is bad. Like I can
It's
feel
really
it.
terrible with this weather
Yeah.
today as well. So for
Good
those
evening,
that can
everyone.
hear me, for those
Good
that can
evening.
hear
You're
We
me,
can
you
hear
welcome.
can
you
just,
now.
yeah, unmute yourself and tell us what has been your take home for these 3 days, what you have learned so far that you were not conversant with, and what you intend to improve on, and then probably share with us some of the challenges you've had so far in this business, so that we can all together reason it out and then provide solutions to one another. So the class is open for contributions. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, house.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, for the past 3 days, I would say that I've learned a lot. Yeah, and the platform has really taught me things. Yeah, over the years of my experience in the hospitality, there are things I've not known, but through this platform, I've get to know them. I must say the most interesting place I enjoyed in this class is in the place. I think that was yesterday in the day three. That's the menu planning, guest experiences, and the service excellence. Most especially the types of menu. Before I was thinking that we only have a buffet menu and the a la carte menu. I never knew that there are other types of menu. But yesterday I get to learn it, and it was so interesting. Like seriously, yes. And the types of glasses, serving glasses in the bar, the cocktail, the mocktails, and the drink mixing and all the rest of them. I've learned something there, and the kitchen hygiene as well. Yes, I must say kudos to this Kusang Academy. Kudos to you people, and I wish that more will come from you people. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. We're grateful for that feedback. Definitely, we have a lot of courses on that. If you have been following us for a while now, you notice we've been running a lot of courses. I think we just rounded advanced human resources and people's development, how to develop people in your establishment to give you the best results that you need. I think after this class, we'll be looking also for customer service excellence, which is very important, very key to our businesses. All right, thank you very much, ma'am. So who is the next person? Who else is saying something?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Uchechukwu Robinson. I would say it's a great privilege to come across this training. It's something that is actually key. The truth is, a lot of people may have had knowledge, this kind of knowledge of what to do, but not formal knowledge. What the academy brought to us was giving us a formal knowledge of the hospitality business and how to handle it. I was really happy that I was part of it and I learned a lot. I would say what I enjoyed mostly were the different kinds of glasses and how to use them to sell different kinds of beverages also, and the menu planning and how to use menu planning for cost effectiveness, and how to how to handle clients' behavior and all that too. It just brought about excellence in everything we are doing in the hospitality business, how to be excellent, to excellently, bring out your services. I'm really glad to be part of the class.
All right, that's good. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Hello.
Oh, so one. Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
So,
Who is talking, please?
I
Okay.
okay. I'm James Olaga.
All right, Mr.
Okay.
James, go ahead.
Okay, so what I learned is how to serve customers the right cups for the right beverages, drinks for beverage, for cocktails, for champagne and martini. It's been wonderful experience. Then I also learned about the food as well. When you are serving a customer the food, how you prepare, how you package the course meal in terms of the amount, how you put the amount, and then for don't burn loss because you open a restaurant. So the economic side as well too was also awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate
I thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Good evening,
feedback.
ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah,
My name
good
is
evening.
Mr. Anthony. Yeah,
All
Mr.
right, sir.
Anthony.
Please write on.
Yeah.
Write on, sir.
Yeah, I actually was impressed with all the different days of the class because actually it make me to understand that in hotel particularly it is very important for guests to have a fine dining experience. And then for guests to have a fine dining experience, it's a teamwork. Actually, it's from the kitchen, from the waiter till the table. Everybody need to be professional. For example, the kitchen, the good food enough. The good food is not enough to for a guest to have a fine dining experience. The waiter who is serving the food should be professional. What are we? Which type of buffet is it? Is it no? Which type of service is that? That's what I'm trying to say. Is it a banqueting? Is it, for example, a la carte service? Is it quick service? Is so they have to know what they are doing so that they will not mix up anything. And then also, waiter and waitress who are serving at the table should be able to exactly know how to serve the guests the right side. Is it left or right side? Where are you clearing the table also? And also, we learn also about cost control. Cost control. So the cost control is very important for people who are doing who are in hotel or in restaurant or uh, who are selling food, for example, or who are selling drink. You have to be cost control effective. Now, what I learned, for example, is that you can sell 10 million and you people will say, oh, for example, we sold a lot of things today. We sold 2 million, 10 million, for example. At the end of the day, you discover that your cost percentage is 9 million something. So probably the profit is just maybe 3 or 4 million. So we should be cost control effective. And also, uh, yes, if I shift in the bar, we have to be professional also. We should know exactly the type of glass we are using for different type of wine. If it's spirit, we are using, for example, tumbler. If it's martini, we have martini glass. If it's cocktail, special glass. If, for example, it's champagne, we have champagne flute, and so on. So, in one word, what I learned is professionalism matter when you are dealing with food and beverage. All these things together will bring the fine dining experience of the guests. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That's a great one. Thank you very much. Yes, who else?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening. Thank
My
you.
name is my name is Faith. So I've been a part of the class right from the very first day. Actually, I looked forward to it right from the day the link was posted to one of the group I belong. And from the very first day, actually the word has been wow. Like I've just been wowed since Tuesday up until yesterday. And I have learned a lot. I'm a beginner actually. So I really learned a lot. And the part that really caught me, and especially the aesthetic part, is the glassware. Like I've just been wowed, knowing that these glasses are of different usage. and all of that. So now I have the knowledge that, okay, when I walk into a restaurant now, this is supposed to be used for this and all of that. I'm just grateful for the knowledge being impacted to me. Now I know better, and I know this knowledge is for me. So I'm grateful for this, for organizing this. I'm grateful. So thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Good evening.
All right. Good evening. Yes, we
Good
can hear
evening.
you. Go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah, good
I
evening.
am Zainab Ibn Musa. I really appreciate this class. I'm so happy that I got this opportunity because it really broadens my knowledge. Being like I'm kind of what will I say, a novice in this field. I'm interested in it, so I got into it, but I didn't actually learn it professionally. Though I'm running a PG program right now, but this actually helped me. So, for example, there's some topics here that I that I really appreciate. I never knew. That's why I saw or I come across such things. Okay, let's start. For example, like this descriptive language, where you kind of have to, what will I say, describe the menu in a fancy way, just to get the what will I say, the attention of your guests. It's actually really 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 nice, and I never knew to though I think I came across it once, but I never knew it was that important, where you have to specify locally sourced ingredients and those that are in season. I only know that probably maybe you just what will I say, include them in the menu when you know it's there in the season and you could get them. And equally to the actually my background is finance, so I'm trying to upskill, and um the cost control there I saw that has to do with hospitality is kind of new to me, and it's actually really interesting. Then I can see with cost control, portioning, and what will I say, this measurements in pouring, I think you call it let me see if I can get the word. Okay, I can't really get it right now. So it's actually interesting. I can see how if you really apply this cost control, you can really make more profits. You know, just like how you described it in the lecture that when you keep on getting customers, making sales, that can actually you can be get the illusion that you are actually making profits without knowing that you are actually losing profits, or maybe you are not making as much profits as you should. So all that, and then one thing, okay, that I'm also impressed with, I'm actually so happy that we also described this wines and the drinks where like I'm from Kaduna State, and then in the northern part of Kaduna State. So my workplace happens to open an accommodation. So, and being our area, I was just so interested as the business development manager that we should introduce a bar, because we don't have it there. So, but but I didn't get a positive response from my experience. All I have been trying to what will I say, convince them that a bar doesn't really has to deal in alcoholic drinks, but whenever they hear bar, it's always alcohol. I said bar can stand for so many things, but then here we can, let's say, just to have that sophistication or luxury can kind of introduce this non-alcoholic wines and the remaining drinks, and then we can make ourselves. But they kind of didn't really see my point until I left there, and they were trying to make money. So I'm just so happy now they took my advice. For the person that's there now, they want to introduce that in our mini hotel. So, but even so, like I was saying, so like an non-alcoholic glass too, you can use what will I say, glasses for what will I say, for champagne, for them, for instance, just to have that kind of sophistication. But anyway, I really learned a lot. That's just what I can say for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we've heard
Thank
a
you.
lot tonight. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Just like I said, okay. So I think though I have some, it's just a recap of what we've done. I just wanted to bring to our notice because I would love us to actually ask questions. So just ask questions. So let me just share this. Okay, it's really nothing much. Just to look at what we have covered. We have looked at the introduction to food and beverage operations, the roles and responsibilities in food and beverage management, then the service standard and customers' experiences. We'll also look at beverage knowledge and storage, hygiene, safety, and sanitation, handling guests, complaints, challenges, then the leadership, teamwork, just like somebody was bringing it up. The truth is that in every organization, there is nobody that is more important than the other. So if you own an establishment and you want to actually make progress, don't look down on any staff, from the gate keeper to the cleaner to the chef to the waiters and to managers and everyone. They are all very, very important. So if you want to make progress, if you want to actually make it in your business, make sure that you give everybody the maximum respect that they deserve. When people find sense of belonging in a place, they will give you their very best. The truth is that you cannot be everywhere. You cannot be everywhere. If you like, plant and mount CCTV cameras everywhere. What you are offering to this staff is what you are going to get back. You know, I was looking at a clip. I don't know how many of us came across that clip on Instagram. I think it was in a poultry farm. And then the workers were just using stick and killing these broilers in the cage. I don't know how many of you saw that. Did anybody come
Yes,
across
I
Yes,
saw.
I think
I
yes,
saw
I
it.
think it
I
was
saw
in
it.
South Africa or somewhere. From South Africa. I saw it too.
Good.
Or is it
You can
China?
imagine. You can imagine that is someone's investment. And it's very, if you find out now, it will be just very little or minute thing. You know, I would have said that he would have even steal them away to say that he's trying to train them and raise them and have his own. But just killing them so that you now tell the person that, we have lost how many, and then he will go and start running up and down looking for drugs, medication, and whereas nothing like that happened. So that is, you can just imagine how people can go, the extent people can go in order to bring down your business. And you see, just that very little thing you will do to them will either make your business or mar it. So everybody in your establishment is very important. Everybody, even in your home. Because why we take it very serious about food and we talk about hygiene, safety, and sanitation is because I've said from the beginning, food is the only thing that have the right to take the life of a person without apology. So it's as serious as that. So if you're handling food, it's not about, it's not the fault of the chef. It's not the fault of this one. No. Hygiene, neatness, food safety can never be compromised for any reason. So put all the measures in place in order for you to have safe meal for everyone. That is why contamination must be avoided from markets, the kitchen. That is why you cannot store your raw food in the same place you are storing your cooked food. That is why the temperature of your meal must be very, very, very important. Temperature. I don't know. That is why we need to actually go back and listen to that video or that recorded session. So somebody asked a questions. Somebody asked a question in the previous class. I wanted to answer that question. I've been trying to get back to the question. I'm finding it very difficult. I think he was asking about the effect of temperature and storage condition on different types of beverages. I don't know if I can lay my hand on that question. It will do us good. So it is very important. The temperature of every meal you are serving or every meal cooked is very important. There are some food in fact, even the food you cook, when you prepare it, and you have removed it from the fire, and probably you are cooking another thing, you should have a different space for cooling that where you move it and put. You shouldn't be close to fire. When you have bring down food from the fire, it should not be close to fire, where you will have one part of that food getting cold and the other part is still hot because of so that once that happens, that food is contaminated. So you can see that all the effort you put, the money you have put in, yet somebody will eat that food and have stomach upset and have food poisoning. Now contamination came in during what? During preparation. Then when you are serving the food from the kitchen to the plate and from plate to the table where it will be eaten, contamination can be introduced. So it's very important we pay attention to every detail when it comes to what people put in their mouth so that our businesses will not be shut down. God forbid that you will have a restaurant and somebody will eat and then the next thing you are seeing police coming around even though you are innocent and you cannot prove your innocence. So if we are doing this both in our homes and in our business places, please pay close attention to it and close attention to your staff. Very important. Now, I think one of the things that from what we've said so far about what we are taking home is the importance of guest experience in every service encounter. We said that your customers might forget the way you dressed. They might forget the way you looked. Or you see the experience they have at your establishment, they won't forget it. And it will either bring more customers to you or it will chase a lot of customers. So make sure anytime you are having a guest around your establishment, you should ensure that you give them the best of your best because the experience have a lot to do with our businesses. Then professionalism, appearance are part of your services. That's why I said there is no part in this business that you must not pay attention to. You can see as common as appearance can, it has a lot. It's also part of the service. So it's not just the food you are giving them, even your look, you also give to them. So some people, they will not be able to eat that food you are giving to them, no matter how good it is, if your appearance looks irritating to them. Then hygiene and safety, both protect both staff and the guests. So I think we'll talk about that. We'll learn a lot more in that video. Then teamwork. Teamwork is very important and communication. From one point to the other, nobody is more superior to the other. That was why I started with that. From the gate person, the gatekeeper, to the cleaner, to the chef, to whatever position, teamwork and communication is very, very important. When you have a very cordial relationship in your organization, the service will improve drastically. It will improve. When no information is lacking, what this person needs to know, the person is aware of it. You will just see things flowing. Very important. And then continue upskilling, just like what we've done here in these 3 days. Yes, most of us are already professionals, but you feel like there is need for you to come and do what upskill. And I'm happy that a lot of people have testified of what they have learned so far. So what do we do with this knowledge that we have learned today? Many people are wowed by the experience. We have learned this and all that. So what do you do with it? Apply this service standard to your daily operations. Apply them in your daily operations. Be proactive in problem solving. When you have a problem, don't just relax. Decide I'm not the manager. I'm only a cleaner. I'm only a front desk person. I'm only a gatekeeper. It's not my business. No. Anywhere you find yourself, take it upon yourself that this is my organization. If you see it that way, you will be very, very active in trying to solve every issues that come around you. So be proactive in problem solving. When you have an issue, don't just keep quiet. Where you need to apologize, please do that. Always apologize before explanation. Calm your customers down. Make sure they are relaxed. You can now explain or try to bring out, okay, this was what happened, or this is why this was done this way. When a customer is angry, upset, and all that, and all of a sudden you too, you feel like, no, customer is not always right, and all that, you will ruin your business. So wherever you find yourself, be proactive. When there are issues, there's no how you will do or you can do without having issues in such organizations, but be proactive. Give the right approaches. I believe we've learned that in the note. Always go up. Then maintain proper record keeping and inventory control. Because of what? Profit maximization. If you don't keep proper record, you'll be having a lot of losses, probably from one staff or the other, probably the person going to the market. No procurement. The money they made, even the owner of the company is not making that money. So please keep proper record and try to be involved in whatever you are doing. Get knowledge of every department. In case you are the manager or you are the owner of the establishment, try to get knowledge of every department. You cannot be everywhere, but that does not mean that you don't know what is happening in that other department. That is why upskilling is very important. Keep upgrading yourself. Try to find out. You're a manager and yet you see a call from customer service, you are taking it. It's not a waste. You are a manager and yet you see a course talking about food and beverage. You say, I'm not in the restaurant. Yes, it's very important. You are not the HR and you see on HR say, no, let me find out what is here and how I can get to improve. It's very important. Try to get knowledge of every department in that place. Then train and mentor other people in your workplace. I believe we have a lot of restaurant owners here. Am I right? Let me see your hand if you own or run a restaurant. No response? Do we have restaurant owners here? Do we have managers? Hotel managers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Now, this point is actually for us. When you've learned like this, like a Friday in your organization or just an hour, sit everybody down, train and mentor them on what you have. Some organizations used to, when they see courses like this, they'll just register all their staff. This is an online stuff, they'll just register all their staff. Yes, if you have that and you want us to do it for you, probably join a class and you feel like, the staff, they are much and all that, you can call upon us. Okay, I have this number of staff, want to register them for this certificate and all that. Can you give us a discount? We can discuss that. But you see, this training is always very important. Train and mentor them so that they will know what to avoid, what to do, and what not to do. you are improving them, it's also for the benefit of your organization. I know one thing in Nigeria is that I will train you and then you carry the knowledge away. And some people, when you finish training them, they feel, they now know it, they now resign. Go and start their own. There's no problem, it's fine. But make sure. No, okay, please, if you are not talking, can you mute yourself? All right. I believe you can all hear me. Yes, so please, the place of training and mentoring is very important. Then uphold excellence as your personal and professional culture in your environment. Remember, every time you want to render a service, excellence should be your watchword. You want to give the best. So the lessons that we've learned that can shape us is what? Serve beyond expectation. When they said that this is how these people do, by the time they come, they should get you in a higher level. So try to also give service that is what? Beyond expectation. Then maintain grooming standard. I think we learned a lot of that during the WhatsApp training. Hygiene builds trust. Very important. Hygiene builds what? Trust. When people come to a restaurant to eat and they notice that everything is just nice, neat, the environment is sparkling, is clean, and everything is nice, they will trust your service. They will say, no, that person, no, they are okay. And before you know it, when the person is coming next, you will bring another person. And that's one thing that happens when you run a restaurant that is good. If somebody eats today, let's say your restaurant or where you are, whether it's Mama Put or whatever site and all that, when one person comes to buy today, he will give the story to the colleagues in the office, and then the second person, before you know, when they are coming next time, they will come two, and then three. But if you do not treat the first person well, you have a problem. That is, those people that will have followed the person won't. Now something happened where one of our staff, she was going to the office. So there's this woman that normally sells food early in the morning, like that, very early. I think before 10 o'clock, she's done and then she pack her things. So the time that staff was coming to work, that was when the woman was coming. So trying to bring down the food from the vehicle. That's how this our staff just with humility went and helped the woman bring out the things and all that. She helped her. She didn't just stood there and wait for her to come down before serving to serve people and all that. Yes, everybody have the right to wait because what is business. But this person was like, no, let me help her. He was helping her from the car and bringing down the food and they set it up. She was expecting that if this woman, whoever is coming to buy food, this lady should have been served first. She waited. The woman was busy serving other people and she left her standing. That is how she just left. She refused buying the food. She came. She was not telling me that, can you imagine what this woman did? I said, it is well low. Sorry about that. The second day, the woman observed when the lady came, instead of stopping to buy food as usual, she passed. The third day, the same thing. The fourth day, when she saw the lady passing, she ran away and called her and started apologizing. Now, that means she knew what she did. So she apologized to the lady. When she finished apologizing, the lady just turned back and came and buy food and left. So be very, very professional, build trust, and try to be observant. All right, the next one is communication strengthening teamwork, just like we have said earlier. Communication. Let there be a free flow of communication among the staff. Don't hold any information that is important. Any information that each staff is supposed to get, please let it pass across. With that, we can avoid conflict. So, like I said earlier, guests remember how you made them feel more than what you served them. How you make them feel. In fact, they will forget even the taste of the food, but how you make them feel when you came to the place will remain with them. And then turning knowledge into action. The practical step you are supposed to take after this class today. Apply standards daily. Stay proactive. Keep clean records. Mentor others. Be consistent. Yes, very important. Be consistent. Don't do today, tomorrow you are not there. Next tomorrow you are not there. you will lose customers. That's the truth. So consistency turns skills into mastery. So if you are consistent,
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. Sorry for cutting you. I want to chip
yes,
in something about this communication that you just mentioned.
yeah,
You know, the communication is very, very vital in everything we do in this life. Communication is very, very vital. Sorry, I'm in the kitchen, I'm at work, so it's a bit noisy. Please. Are you with me?
yeah, go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay. So this communication is very, very vital. And one of the things that kills us in the hospitality industry is lack of communication and pride. Pride is really dealing with us in the hospitality industry, I must tell you. In a kitchen whereby you have people that you are working with, and when you have people that you're working with, because one person offended you, you will now carry that in mind. When a vital information comes or when an order comes, you will now tell to pass that information or the order to your colleagues. Why? Because you are having beef with that person. You see, it's not really good. That is one of the major problems we are facing in the hospitality industry. And we should, all of us here, I know some of us here are restaurateurs, some of us are staff working for somebody, but we should try to make sure that we have a good communication skills among our staff, those who are working under us, those who are working with, and in general. We shouldn't be bossy over our staff, and we shouldn't be bossy over our colleagues as well. Nobody is perfect in life, and nobody knows it all. So we should try and maintain this communication skill. So that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a good one. Communication is key in every department, in every workplace. When you have free flow of information, everything works out fine. Thank you very much for that, ma'am. Okay, I think with this, I'm trying to see if I can get that information. That question that was asked, it will have been very key we discuss it here. But in case I'm not able to get it, I'll still be looking for it. When I get it, I can put it into a document and then I will share it with us in the class. It's very important that we have, and then with that video, we'll also be able to learn on the issue of food safety, temperature management, and all that concerning food and then beverages. But I will still try and give that on the beverages since the other one talks more of food. So please, let's take out time to go through that video, go through that lecture. It will do us good. Thank you very much, everyone. Yes, so one thing I will be begging us to do is check our social media handles and connect with us, because we have a lot of trainings like this that are always coming up, and then which I know you'll be very good for you and for your organization. Bring in your staff for us to train them. You can also train yourself here and then go back with the same information, because these notes that we have given, we are still going to give it to you, at least to be sent together with your certificates to your email. So that
Honestly, I've sent some of my staff to join this platform because I want them to upgrade. I've sent them to join this, and they joined yesterday.
Oh, okay, that's good. So these materials, although it will still remain in the group, but we also put them in a PDF form, and then it will be attached to your, even to your certificates. You can always click and check. And then there is a book also that we are giving out for everyone that took part in this. Please take time to go through it. That's the future of food and beverage service, something like that. So go through it, read it. It will help you. It will help you to improve in your service uh, and in what you do. So our final words this night is: the essence of hospitality is not just serving food, but serving warmth, joy, and unforgettable experiences. That is what hospitality is all about. It's not about food. I know when we hear hospitality, we just talk about food. No, it goes beyond food. It's more than food. Somebody can walk into your house even without food. The person will still feel at home. He will feel welcome and he will be satisfied. Not because he has eaten, but because of how you make the place accommodative and make it home for them. How you make your restaurant. In fact, somebody can walk into your restaurant and what he or she wants to eat, you don't have it available. But do you know the way you receive them and make them feel will make them change what they want to eat to what you have to offer. And it's all down on what? Your communication skill and then what you think hospitality is all about. So when you hear hospitality, don't just think about the food. It goes beyond that. Thank you very much, everyone. So I will leave the group open for questions and answer. And we can have this maybe in the next 10 to 15 minutes to ask questions. The class is open for questions. Okay, James, I can see James. Can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Okay, so
Please
my
put up
question
your
is,
hand if you have any question.
can you hear me?
Go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
Can you hear me? All right. I just want to ask. You said there are other courses as well. Can you share us the link to?
We have other courses here. So just that WhatsApp group where you are, we'll still be sharing the links to those courses. So
okay.
Once the next one is up, we'll share the PDF from and join the class.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Yes, next person. Please, let's ask questions. Let's ask questions. I promise not to talk much. Even what I've done now, I think I've even talked more than what I wanted to. So I want the class is open. Let's ask questions. I don't know if Mr. Corridor of Clever FX is here.
Okay, my question is this. We talk about serving of dishes with that is pairing of dishes with wine drinks. And when we are talking about pairing of dishes with wines, we mostly make references on steaks, continental dishes. So how about our native food? How do we pair them? Because I can see that, okay, we can pair steak, this thing, when you can pair your steak with your red wine and other things.
Yes.
But what about our local dishes, our local cuisines? Can we pair them? Can we pair them with foreign wines? Or is it our local wines we can pair them or with soft drinks? That's what I want to understand.
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. I would like somebody to first attend to that. Do you think we can pair our local dishes with wines and all that, or you think it goes only with our local drinks? Yes, yes, yes. I want somebody to say something first.
Okay, can I say something, please?
Yes, please go ahead.
The question again, please.
I'm not in the hotel business. I'm an administrator, but all of these things are getting into my kind of work, and I want to go into the hotel stuff too at the end of the day. So I would say that it is not just local drinks that we can pair. I think if someone desires, like if I'm eating pounded yam and I want to take a glass of wine with it, it could be okay. Or if I decide, okay, I want to go local, I can do pounded yam and and palm wine. Fine. Or is it soft drinks? We've been doing it. It's just that we have not had a standard of that in, I don't think in Nigeria. If we do, probably I'm not correct. But I think it can be paired with either the international or the local drinks. That's my own take.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. What Madam said, I agree with it also. If we are going the same idea of, in general, if, for example, what they are saying, steak, meat, go with red wine, for me, the simple logic also is, if, for example, you are eating, let us assume that you have a stand of bush meat, for example, roasted bush meat or barbecue bush meat or whatever, it can go as well with a red wine, since it's meat, red meat also. And then it also, in the same idea, when they say, for example, white wine goes with fish or poultry, if, or the same way, if somebody is eating, for example, catfish with pepper soup, I think it can go as well with a white wine. That is my logic. I don't know if I'm correct, but that's what I just want to say also, that it's
Yes,
just to
you
say
are
that in conclusion, that it can be paired as well with our local dish, food that we have. That is what I want to say. Thank you.
Okay, I thank you. I understand what the first lady said. I understand you too. Now, let me take, for instance, in Igbo land, when you are serving something like abacha, African salad, it goes well with pame. That is this thing, palm wine. Yes,
Wine.
it goes well with
Yes.
it. But what I don't really get, I've been trying to see the actual drink that I can pair when somebody eats, let's take for instance, afan soup, pounded yam, a goosey soup, a bar. I'm trying to get the actual drink that I can pair with it. Because we're all open to learn. But that thing, I've sat down, I've reason. I'm not getting, most of us, what we pair it with is mostly when we eat our this thing, we use Coke, soft drink, we use Coke, we use maybe apple juice and step it down. But sometimes they will tell us that using all those gaseous drink that is not good, that is carbonated drink, that they are not good to health. When you eat, you step it down with a carbonated drink that is not good to health. That is one of the things that is making our tummy to get big. So I don't really get it. I want to understand this thing very well, please. I'm sorry for taking us back, but I just want to understand it.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. I think all those, the truth is, all our local dishes can actually go with all these other foreign wines, and it goes on well and beautifully well. Step down the combination. Okay, like I was looking at one, like somebody taking pepper soup that is somehow spicy and all that. Yes, you can go in with a wine that has sweetness and but what acidic in nature, which balance the spicy heat. You understand? And which is a foreign wine. So there is nothing like you are taking this and then you are joining with that. No, I think what I'm going to do is probably I will bring out some of these local dishes and then the wines and the drinks that we can join them with, both local and foreign wines that we can join in. Probably just put it in a document and I'll drop it so that it's something you can keep looking at. Because if we say we want to start calling them now, we might not remember them. So I think it's better we put them in a write-up and drop it for us in the group so that everybody can have that copy. So you can actually join this together and you will have a very nice serving. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes, ma. I'll start.
Okay, so I will put that I'll put that in maybe a document a little, and then or probably add it to this either I'll put in a document and then I'll drop it for us maybe by tomorrow, because my system is going down and the light has not been restored yet. So that I'll be able to put that for us to always check through and go. You have a lot that you can join with your goosey soup and pounded yam, moi moi, and that's your beans cake. The kind of wine you can join it, the taste of the wine, those that have light and crisp, refreshed, and all that, so that all can go in. So it's not just intercontinental dishes with the wines. No, our local dishes can do very well with foreign wines, and then we'll have a very nice meal. So I'll put that and drop it for us so that I think with that now, madam, you can always go through it and then check. On your own, you can be having a taste of those wine and also be doing more of the combination or the pairing by yourself. All right. Thank you for that. I don't know if we have another question. I think we also join both the local drinks and the local dishes together. So I think I will make it in two so that you can always have something to look back to. Just know that in today's hospitality, that's the modern hospitality, it's allowed fusing and encouragement of all these dishes. If you look at it in the time past, before you could get somebody from the north to eat abacha, the person will be looking at you, what is this one eating? Isn't it? But now it's everywhere. So hospitality has gone beyond your locality, beginning to embrace whatever is available in this other place. So let's let me control this. So let's try our best to improve in what we already have.
I've raised my hand. Ma, I've raised my hand.
All right, please go ahead, ma. Go ahead.
Okay. The lady that was talking about introducing our local dishes and pairing them, I think it's actually important because I can remember early this year, because I work in an educational agency, so we develop curriculums too for institutions. So I remember last time that we were developing for hospitality, I was dealing with drinks. So one of the person I'm working with that happens to is a member of this tourism organization. He was also a former lecturer in the Polytechnic. So he said we should introduce our local drinks. So me too. I was contemplating. So which what will I say food should we pair it with? Because they also said that we should in the hospitality we should include what's in trends now. That's for example like, okay, they want us to introduce our local dishes, and then I also found out now that bars now they not just want them to just serve drinks, but what they do now is they introduce also like small chops in the bars now, because people want something that will go with those drinks at the bar. So that was when I started thinking, okay, let's see if we should introduce Kodel Zahai, Fura, because they say we should include our own local drinks. I said, what can we pair those with? So I think it's really important. I think we should really look into that, because they really want it in their school's curriculum.
It be that one tomorrow.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That is it. That is it. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I'm seeing another hand. I think, is it Babatunde or so? Your hand is up. Can you unmute yourself? Hello, can you unmute yourself? All right, looks like he's not here. Is there anyone that's also wants to add or ask another question? Okay, hello, can you hear me now? There's still going to be a test. So I don't want us to exceed 825. We are still going to drop a link just to take some kind of assessment of what we have done. So when you do that, you just post it in the group. And for those that paid for certificate, will start getting their certificate hopefully by tomorrow. And then for those that are yet to pay, we'll only give you a period of 1. Can you hear me?
Ma, we didn't hear you very well. You were saying the grace. The grace is still when?
Okay, so sorry. All right, what I'm saying is that I said I don't want us to exceed 825. So if you still have a question, go ahead and ask your question. If not, because I want us to close on time, we'll still have tests to write. It's just something very simple. It's just like an assessment. So we'll post the link in the group so that we can all attend to it. You will screenshot your score and post in the group for us. And for those that have paid for their certificate, should start getting their certificate hopefully by tomorrow in their email. The link, the book promised will also be delivered through the email. And then the full PDF of this course will also be included. But this question that was asked, and I said we'll develop it into maybe something like a documents. I'll post it. So how to pair our drinks, our local dishes and our local drinks. I'll put that will be dropped in the group by tomorrow by God's grace. So that's what I was saying. So if you still have any question to ask or you still have any contribution to add to it, please go ahead. I saw Babatunde's hand up. I don't know if he's still there. And then Mr. Korede of Clever FX, if you are here, you also please say something to us in the class before we close.
It will have been good if Mr. Korede say something, but we don't know if he's around.
Yeah, it looks like he's around, but somehow not close by. Because he's the one to say something, then we'll close.
Martin Babatunde is raising his hand there. I can see.
Yeah, I actually give him the space.
Hello,
I mean,
ma.
his mic is open.
Hello.
All right, go ahead. Yes, please.
Okay.
Hello,
Can we
good
still make
evening,
the payment
coordinator.
today?
Yes, ma, you can. Like I said, the
Okay.
payments, we still have just a week from today. So after this week,
Okay.
the payment window will be closed. And we'll have to wait for another batch because after this class, we'll be going to our next class, which will be coming up in the next 2 weeks. I think that should be on customer service excellence. And I will encourage every one of us, bring in your staff. It's going to be free training, but you just pay for the certificate for those who are interested, just like that. So bring in your student, bring in your staff. Even when, if you have more than 5 staff you are bringing in and you want to negotiate, okay, please, I have like so and so number of staff. Can we negotiate the certificate and all that? No problem. You just reach out to the admin who can discuss that.
Okay.
All right. Yes, please go ahead, Batunde. Are you still here? Hello?
Babantuda network is bad. I think so.
Like network is bad, and Mr. Korede, I'm not getting him. Maybe he will say hi to us in the group. It looks like he's having network issues. Okay, Mr. Korede, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Can you all hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we can.
All right. So once again, thank you all for being part of this course. I'm one of the admins for this program as well, and it's been a pleasure, going through this course material with each and every one of you. I'd like to appreciate you for your enthusiasm, for the participation, at least as far as my group is concerned. Everybody has been very hyped up. They've been very active during the entire program. For me personally, I've been involved in setting up quite a number of businesses, especially related to the hospitality industry. I've worked in the IT sector for a lot of hotels in Lagos, in Jos, and in Kaduna, and even Abuja here. And I'm key in the marketing aspects of these businesses. So I've had the opportunity to set up their online presence. And one key thing that I've always seen or realized, especially when these businesses launch, whether it's a restaurant, it's a hotel, whatever it is, the food and beverage section is always key, because at the end of the day, the business or they are launching the restaurant, it boils down to the food that is being served, how the food is being served, the caliber of the personnel that they have that pertains to the food and beverage side of the business. So you might have the finest infrastructure, the tables and the chairs and everything might look so fantastic. The location might be prime. Everything about your business might look on point. But at the end of the day, when people taste your food, the people who are serving the food, how professional are they? That, at the end of the day, is what will seal the marketing concerning your business, to tell whether your business will survive or your business is going to fail. All right. So once again, I want to thank each and every one of you. Everything that has been said, running a business has a lot of moving parts. There are so many things that you need to do, but there are some certain key principles and key things that need to be taken care of. And I do hope that is what has been covered throughout the course of this training. So as Mrs. Dorcas has said, the material will be made available. You can have it like a sort of guide, a sort of workbook, a sort of manual. You can always go back and take a look at it and refresh, so at the end of the day, when you stand out in the marketplace, for those of you who are new, you have the necessary skills. You will know what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And for those of you who already have businesses, I do hope this will be able to help train your staff, to help them upskill and upgrade. All right. So once again, thank you so very much for being part of this training. We look forward to having you join us for other successive trainings as well. So thank you so much and do have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Korede. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. And it's been a great experience. So if we still have more questions, we can still drop them in the group while we continue with other things in the group. If you still have any question, please drop it in the group. We'll attend to it. And that other question, I will still look for it. But if the person that asked the question is here, please, you can just help me, just call my attention to it so that I can attempt to read properly. Thank you very much, everyone, and good night all.